Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven. Normally, we do an Artapalooza where it's all of us together and having a grand time, but we've changed our format, and now we want to give you free stuff. We want to have you out there in YouTube land here on Artapalooza with us. So if you're interested in showing up and having a good time, creating some awesome stuff, playing in paint like I've been doing all day today, or what other mediums come across my way and tickle my fancy, or I want to play with and I want other opinions on, and or you creatively, you have an idea of what we should test out, let me know. There is a link down in the description box below that says contact us here if you want to be an Artapalooza. And just fill that out. You can get all the details. I had to make some kind of rules that I don't like rules. A good artist learns the rules so they know how to break them. That's kind of how my life is. So, but because you're getting free product and I'm trying to run a show and show all you people out there in YouTube lands what fun art can be, that's why we have rules. That's the only reason, just so everybody can play along. Other than that, let's see. Okay, if you've been on this journey with me at all the last couple of weeks, I've been playing with alcohol inks on the jelly plate. Well, I was watching Mr. Tim Holtz, as I like to do, because he's such a nutbar, and I just adore him. Someday I hope to meet him and hug his neck and say thank you for all your inspiration and being as much of a grunge monster as I am. But he's like planted these ideas in my head, and I want to see if I can do them on the jelly plate, because I can't seem to do it on Yupo paper or anything like that. Like Miss Clara. Miss Clara is amazing when it comes to alcohol ink, and so is a lot of other artists out there. Janice, even Julie, and I don't say even Julie like, oh my gosh, but I know all these people that are fantastic at resin and alcohol ink, and I'm finding my Tish way of doing things. So that's what I want to encourage you all out there to do, is find your way of doing things, but one of the problems that I've been having is getting the alcohol ink to lift off. And I was using matte medium. I was using acrylic paints. I just was trying to get it out. It just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So after watching one of Mr. Distress himself, Mr. Tim Holtz, he said this collage medium, and I quote, has a drying time of now. And I'm like, that's what I need. I need something that's going to dry fairly quickly, like 2 to 3 minutes versus, 5 to 10. And I didn't want to have to bring out, I do have my hair dryer out because I was just sewing some things and playing in paint. So I have this idea. Let's try it out. One quick thing I did want to show you. Last week, and I'll put the link for that live up for the replay, but I wanted to show you guys, this is the fabric that I got from the cast off of this stencil. I used a stencil earlier today for something else, but this is going to go in a book, and I will show you guys that once it's in there. But I thought it was really pretty and really cool. So there we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out, I got this chili pepper red and the purple, of course. And we've got sangria and teal. And of course, I got to have some silver and some blanco. I was working, just so you know, I did do a bunch of pulls. Okay. Oops, I bumped the microphone. Sorry about that. I did do a bunch of pulls on just some regular paper with some golden fluid acrylic and a little bit of Liquitex Basics, but mostly that. So I've got this pull, or these series of pulls. There's like 5 or 6. There's another 4 or 5 on here. And then I put the collage medium down to see if it would clean the plate. And I just swooped it on there really quick. And you can see it picked up some of the chunky bits from the plate itself. But it cleaned up all the browns and some of the darker colors and stuff. So I'm optimistic. And this is dry. This is 100% dry. And I just pulled this like literally before we went live because I wanted to see, because, you know, curiosity killed the Tish. So there we go. Let's try this. So I'm going to brayer this on. Let me get a clean off cast sheet. Ooh, raspberry. Sounds delicious. And we're gonna, oh, this is blue violet. And we're gonna put just some colors down and get more color all over me because that's what I do. So I'm just gonna part braid this down like this. Okay, and we're gonna off cast this. And I just been kind of, you know how you lay in bed and you just don't really have anything in your head, but you have things in your head, and you know, it's just the crazy stuff that rolls around in your head. So I'm going to put a drop of this here and a drop of that there and there and there, and some of it just over here. And then we're going to brayer this. I want to see if that metallic will come through. And we're going to just kind of tap this out. Hey, Clara. Okay, I'm going to clean this up, and then we're just going to run it across. I kind of want it blobby, but I kind of don't. Okay, then we're going to take some teal. Whoops. Good thing I didn't have that one open. I'm going to take a couple drops of teal here. There we go. I should have put the silver down first, shouldn't I? Yes. Oh, it's all right. We're just going to roll with it. Okay. So now we're starting to lift up ink, so we don't want to pull anymore, and that's okay. I'm going to leave that be. All right. So, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know what did that, but I'm rolling with it, literally. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my hairdryer on cool. I'm going to dry this really quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute my microphone so I don't blow out your ears. And we'll play some lo-fi music for you. Okie dokie. Now, where we go? There it is. It's on the other side of the bottles. Now I just took this and I just went like this. Okay. I gotta work fast. Speedy Gonzalez. We're just gonna and I'm not going to overwork it. I'm just going to roll it out. There we go. Get this cleaned off. And you can see it didn't pick up any of the ink. Oh, now I'm going to have purple polka dots on me. All right, let's put this down. This is just drawing paper. Okay, and we're just going to pull this up in a second. Let's see. You know what? We're going to pull this up just because. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found it. I think I found it. I found it. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Okay, so it's peeling up some of the paint that was still on there too. So I'm okay with that. There we go. Put that down. I'm just going to kind of press that down. And we can go back in with some glue and glue that down because I like the chunky bits. I don't know why. I just do. Check that out. It took it all up. And I was just playing around with color. So, let's try not spraying it. Let's try a little bit of alcohol and blowing it a boot. I'm not as good as Miss Clara, but I can whittle my way through. And this is dry already, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's get the paper ready so I don't have to give myself another purple freckle. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm such a nerd. Okay. It's all right. I like being a nerd. Because a nerd saved Shaq's life. And I'm going to pull this up because this is already like wanting to peel up. So let's just take that, get rid of that. Okay. So alcohol. It's right here. So we're going to put a little bit of alcohol. Okay. And then we're going to put the silver down first. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of teal because I like that, and a little bit of white. A little bit of white. And then in the white, we're going to drop some sangria. Maybe. There we go. Oh, wow. That wanted to come out fast. Okay. And then we're going to give it a little bit of alcohol around the edges so it can blow into something. And then we got our littlest leaf blower. If it's not loud, we're just going to kind of hit it like a tornado. Right. Make sure all of it's dry, not moving anymore. All right. There we go. Then I don't know why I keep shaking it up. It's already shook up. And then we're just gonna do like mayo on a sandwich. Okay. I'm just gonna quick roll it back and forth. Just make sure we have an even coverage. And I'm going to show you guys again, it's not picking up the color at all. Let's give it a clean page here so you can see. Okay, it's picking up a little bit. Looks like it's picking up maybe the pink or the red or the purple, the red of the purple, but not much. And that could be some left over from the last pull too. Okay, so I'm going to set this down. Give it a nice rub. And I feel it start to bubble, so I'm going to lay it down. Okay, that did not work. That's okay. We're going to do it again really fast. Let's try it again. Maybe I had too much. Let's try it again. I think I did have too much, and that's why I started feeling it bubble. Like wrinkle. You know how paper wrinkles when you get it damp? And no, not the M word. Yep, I had too much. This is so cool. I didn't have to flip it. Come on. Come on. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. See, this is where if I had gotten it a little bit thinner, because see, this is still damp too. So this is, you know, all this is where this is at. So if I had gotten it right the first time. Okay, so there's a learning curve. We can do this. We got this. No, that is not what I meant, Clara. You evil woman. But you do it because you love me. Okay, so let's do silver again. I'm going to shake it up again this time. I shook it up last time, but now I wish I would have grabbed the copper or whatever metallics she's got. She's got so many metallics. The woman has more alcohol inks than I do any baking thing. I would say cookie cutters, but I don't have cookie cutters anymore. I gave them all to my daughter. Okay, and then we're going to hit this with alcohol. Ooh, that's kind of fun. And then let's do purple and the two reds and then some white. Okay. Oh. Now, never keep on your desk what you don't mind getting wet. That's probably enough. I'm going to do a couple drops of white just because we can. There we go. And do this. Don't diss. I'm not dissing your inks. I'm like, I've got ink envy, man. Okay, so we're just going to kind of tornado blow it. So we get like a full coverage thing going on. You don't have to do that. In fact, you know, probably negative space is a good thing. I think I'm going to come in here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to make sure all these inks are dry. I'm going to turn it on. If I don't put all right, just to make sure these are all dry, I'm going to turn on this guy, so give me a moment. Okie dokie. Hey, Gretchen. What's up? We're playing with alcohol inks on a jelly plate, and I think I'm finding my mojo. Okay. Get that out of the way before I knock it over. Just do it over the top of this. I'm okay with that. All right. All right. I have one more piece of paper. Excuse me. Okay. I feel a little bit of wrinkling, so I'm thinking it's bonded. So let's check. Yeah, mostly. Let's give it one more good rub. Okay. This one I'm definitely going to flip over because it looks like it's wanting to stick. So we flip. Give it a nice little pat. Look at that. That even looks cool. All right. Sorry. I'm excited. I mean, for the most part, it's all coming up too. There's very little on the plate. And the stuff that you see stretching is the paint that was already on the plate. So let's see, cut that down. So there's that. So you can get the wispy bits. So I think if you were really good at alcohol inks, you could do better than this. I like this though. I like the blotchy thing because this is going to be a background anyway. I'm going to come in with other things. So yeah, I think we have success here, guys. So yeah, I know. I'm just like bamboozled. So let's put this down. I'm gonna put this. This is a little plastic piece, so I can put this down. So this is what happens if we put too much. It pulls something, and we can reuse this for. It was just still wet, so I'll let it dry, and it's a little wrinkly. But let's. I think you know what. I'm just. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. I'm just that excited. Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Oh right, where's my paper towel? There we go. See, that's the cool thing about it. That's the cool thing about it is you can just bloop it up. But yeah, that actually I kind of like that. So there's the first pull that we did, and it was pulling all this like extra paint that I had on the edges and stuff. So I might just go in and drop some alcohol ink in there and play around with that. Maybe even in here. But this one was brayered, this one was dropped and blown, and then this one was the second pull after this. So it has kind of this splotchy kind of thing going on, which if I were me, and I am me, I would do some more pulls on top of this to make it look a little aged and stuff. This is just funky. I love this. This reminds me of the 80s, you know, when I was like 3. Well, it's a little older than that, but not much. And then this is just really cool. So we got 3 really unique pulls, and it pulled the alcohol ink off of it. So let me put these aside. Okay, you stay where I put you. Thank you. So I just wanted to show you really super fast. Okay, so there is a little bit here, but I wanted to show you. And I know it's really hard to see against the black, but other than a little bit of red and a little bit of purple and a little bit of silver here and there, it pulled everything up. So I'm super excited. Knock over bottles, walk through puddles, and then wander out the door, leaving footprints on the carpet. Yep. Been there, done that. And that's me with acrylic pouring now. That's why I haven't been doing it. It's because Raya's like, oh, what's this? Can I put it? I play in the puddles. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. Why don't you go out, play with your alcohol inks on your jelly plate? And so just to recap, we did the brayer. We just did straight alcohol ink onto the jelly plate, nothing underneath, except for maybe this is, I worked with this plate for about a half an hour before the live stream just to kind of get its mojo going. Other than that, there was no like gloss medium or anything like that underneath. It was just straight onto the jelly plate. This was straight alcohol inks onto the jelly plate, and then the magic sauce is this distress collage medium. I got this on Amazon. I'll put the link of the one that I got down below. If you find one that's expensive, go for it. But it was like $7 for this bottle, and it's a 2 fluid ounce bottle. But you saw I used maybe a 1/16 of a teaspoon, maybe even closer to a 32nd. I mean, just nothing, because the tip on this is like an alcohol ink tip. So yeah, it just comes out, and it's got a really nice viscosity. They have one in a jar too, but I thought this would be easier to get onto the plate, so I got the bottle. But I'll put that in the links down below. Anyway, so that was Brayard. This was alcohol ink and alcohol blown. That was the second pull. And then this one was blown. And this one's completely dry. Like if I wanted to go ahead and do another pull with this, like to age it a little bit with some sepia or whatever. But I'm just gonna let them cure for a little bit before I mess them up any. This one I'll probably use as for a background for another pull, do another layer or something, and then this one too. I think I might come in with some different metallics and just kind of build up layers. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, I'm so excited. Gretchen, I have a cat, so I have someone to blame. I don't have a dog, though. All right. So, yeah. Anywho, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Yeah, because I'm just like, my mind is going 1,000 places right now. And when my mind goes that way, I need to like find a quiet space or find someone to like verbally vomit at. And I'd be like, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Or go play video games so I can just focus on something else, sleep on it, and then I will have a clear plan for all of this. So that's the joy of ADHD and being an artist. And just a reminder, see, here's me in my brain. If you want to be part of Artapalooza, starting April 1st to the 15th, somewhere in there, depending on how many people we can get to sign up and how fast I can get their packages out. The link for that is in the description. And you fill out the form and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I think that's it. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.